Did you think you needed hundreds of YouTube videos to quit your 9 to 5? Well, I did, but I did it in less than 2 years and with only 50 uploads. And now I'm actually a YouTube quality assurance specialist managing a team of people for some of the top entrepreneurs in the world. And after spending nearly 3,000 hours on the platform, here are 40 brutal truths that I wish I knew sooner. Lesson number 1. Have you ever spent forever on a video for it to absolutely flop and just get like 10 views? I remember spending days like scripting, filming and editing this one video, and it almost got like 0 attention until one day I received this random book call into my Gmail, and I didn't really think much of this call, but I jumped on it, and after the call I received my highest paying contract ever. When I asked this person where they heard about me from, it turned out to be the video that got almost 0 attention. Sometimes it only takes one right person, even at 100 views per video, to change everything. So lesson number 1 is be okay with low views. Lesson number 2. Staring at your YouTube analytics can drive you absolutely nuts. And I used to sit there staring at my YouTube channel thinking, how long is it going to take me to quit my 9 to 5 and go full time on YouTube? But I continued focusing on just making each video a little bit better. So each week I used to focus on one thing to improve, which is exactly what helped me to go full time on YouTube in under 2 years. So lesson number 2 is focus on getting better before thinking about getting bigger. Lesson number 3. If you've worked out, then you know that one push-up does absolutely nothing, but if you do 100 push-ups every single day, you'll notice that you'll start to build some muscle. And on YouTube the same thing applies. My first 10 videos were honestly rough, but I focused on getting as many videos out in a shorter space of time as possible, and by video 10 I started to notice some improvements, and I even had one of my highest performing videos go out yet. So after getting out as many videos as possible, I started to switch my focus to the quality of the video, my lighting, my presenting to camera, talking more naturally, my scripting, my editing, and those sort of things. So lesson number 3 is to focus on quantity over quality at first. Lesson number 4. YouTube can eat into your life if you don't plan it. You can cram shoots into like evening sessions or even in the morning before work, but if you suddenly have like a family emergency or something that you need to attend like urgently, then you'll start to think, do I have enough time to actually continue filming or creating my video? So now I time every single step to get an overall picture of just how long it's going to take me to actually make a YouTube video. So lesson number 4 is to track your time. Lesson number 5. Trying YouTube alone is like doing a maze in the dark. You can end up spending months trying to figure out the platform and using tactics that can just end up leading to dead ends. So whenever I have like a slump or a down period where I'm feeling like I'm not getting anywhere or there's no sign of real progress, I make sure that I have at least one mentor in every single area. And what I do is I watch that mentor's content for the specific area I'm not seeing any improvement in, and then I get some fresh new perspectives and fresh new ideas that I can apply to that area. So lesson number 5 is to pick a mentor. Lesson number 6. Risk feels scary, but the truth is YouTube is just one big game of risk. Like, will it ever pay off? Will anyone ever watch? Any normal person would say like quitting their 9 to 5 is one of the scariest things they'll ever have to do. And the thing is, like a month later I found myself managing a team of people, doing a job that I absolutely love, and managing big projects that I never thought I'd get to be a part of. So lesson number 6 is that the reward is on the other side of the risk. Lesson number 7. If you act like a know-it-all guru, someone who knows everything that they're talking about or seems like they know everything that they're talking about, then viewers are just gonna feel stupid and click away. At first I used to copy all the big experts and kind of copy the way that they were presenting as well, and when I watched my videos back the other day I realised just how unlike myself I actually was. So what I did was basically change up my thinking to say, hey, look, I don't have all the answers, but I'm learning alongside you as well. And what that did is it helped me to present more comfortably to camera, and also helped me to come across, more authentic and more genuine in front of camera as well. So don't be scared to share your mistakes, your feelings, and even your personal stories in front of camera, because those things are the exact things that are going to help you to become more relatable and more trustworthy. So lesson number 7 is to be the guide, not the guru. Lesson number 8. You might want to make videos that are fun for you to make, but ultimately YouTube is all about making videos that your viewer wants. And I've learned this the hard way, where I've realised that every single flop that I've had in the past has been a video where I've spent nowhere near enough time thinking about what my viewer actually wants. So lesson number 8. Everything is about them. Lesson 9. Tiny little frictions like having a graphic or image or text come up on screen way too quickly can make your viewers pause the video or rewind to that point to make sure they can read everything that's been thrown up on screen. The thing is, most people think that's a good thing for the YouTube algorithm because people think it keeps viewers on a video for longer, which it does. But if you keep throwing up graphics and text and things like that up on screen way too quickly for the viewers to read, they're just going to get annoyed and leave the video. So ultimately, lesson number 9 is to leave graphics, text and images up on screen for at least 2 seconds longer than you actually think they need to be on there for. Lesson 10. YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. But if you don't know why you're running, then you're just going to quit. So when growth slows down, or I have a period where I'm not seeing much growth on my channel at all, I make sure to keep coming back to my reason why and my vision. And I'm here 2 years later because I keep doing that. So lesson 10 is have a strong vision and a strong reason why you're on YouTube. Lesson 11. The longer you do YouTube, the more flaws you're going to spot. And that's because the more you grow on YouTube, the higher your standards become. Even if you do notice that even in your previous video, your thumbnail or your editing or presentation skills weren't as good as what they could be, if you look back to when you first started, you'll notice that you've made a massive difference. So lesson 11 is that YouTube doesn't get easier, but it makes you more efficient. Lesson 12. Starting at 0 subscribers and low view counts is a very tempting place to be in to want to quit. You ask, is what I'm doing ever gonna work? Well, when I first started on YouTube, all I ever wanted to do is quit my 9 to 5 and go full time doing what I love. I didn't know how long it'd take me to get there, but I just kept uploading, and in under 2 years, I was able to quit my job and go full time on YouTube. So lesson number 12 is to keep going and you'll 100% see results. Lesson 13. Writing blocks suck. You end up staring at a screen and you think, do I even know what I'm talking about if I can't even write words about it? But I keep finding new ways to become unstuck when it comes to writing, like playing music through my Spotify on some headphones, going to my mentor's YouTube channels and watching one of their videos to give me inspiration, switching from writing on my laptop to writing on my phone, or even asking ChatGPT to act as one of my viewers and ask me questions about what I've written or what I'm going to write so that it gives me some inspiration for writing. Suddenly I get like fresh ideas, new perspectives, and it gives me a whole new momentum to continue writing. So lesson 13 is to find ways to get you back into the flow of writing. Lesson 14. Making videos for everyone means that you're making videos for no one. My early videos kept on jumping from music tips to entrepreneurial advice, and honestly my viewers were just getting confused, and it was creating a whole subscriber base of different people that were interested in different topics, which was really harming my YouTube channel. But when I refined my avatar a little more to educational YouTubers, every hook, thumbnail and phrase spoke directly to one person. And that's when I started to see some consistent growth, and my returning viewers were also increasing too. So lesson number 14 is to nail down your avatar, because that's the number one reason you'll succeed. Lesson 15. If you keep changing niches, you'll never build any momentum. In fact, it's probably best you just started a new channel for every single new video you created around a different type of niche or topic. If you don't, then your subscribers are just going to get confused. The thing is, if one week you post a video around flower arrangements and the next week you post a video about the latest NBA player to get sacked by a basketball team, then you're going to have a completely mixed audience. So lesson number 15 is it might take you a while to find, but pick a niche and stick with it. Lesson 16. Pouring every spare hour into YouTube might see growth on your channel, but if your relationships crumble as a result, then it's not worth it. I was never fully at birthdays or family events in my first year of building a YouTube channel because my entire thoughts were just on YouTube and business, which meant my relationships weren't in a great place and I'd nearly lost some really great friends. So I paused my channel for a little bit, rewrote my vision and blocked in family time into my calendar. Now my channel gets to grow and my relationships are in the best place that they've ever been in. So lesson number 16 is if relationships with your family and friends are slipping, reassess your priorities and come back to your why. Lesson 17. The number one way to add more hours to your editing is by winging your videos. Viewers click on your video for one reason and one reason only, to get value, and if they get anything other than value, then they're just going to click off. I actually track my editing time with every single video that I create, and I actually saw that I saved an extra 2 hours editing my A-roll by just spending an extra 30 minutes on my script. So lesson 17, and this one is super important: script your videos. Lesson 18. No matter how fancy your camera or your setup is, the one thing that's going to make the biggest difference to your videos is your lighting, because lighting is the difference between your video looking professional and looking poor. So lesson number 18 is to invest into your lighting before you invest into a higher quality camera. Lesson 19. Imagine you spent 2 hours filming yourself throwing playing cards at a little slot in the wall of your room, and by take 283 you finally got it in the slot. You're not going to go to your footage when it comes to editing and go through 282 of those takes to finally get to the one that you perfected, right? That'd just be a little bit insane. But a mistake that I see most people make is editing their A-roll from start to finish. What I've found saves me time, and this is lesson number 19, is to edit your video backwards. That way you can get to your best takes first. Lesson 20. Relying solely on YouTube or any other social media platform is risky because algorithms change, platforms can die, and one day you can wake up to losing that audience that you've worked so hard to build up. Email is the one place where you can build an audience that's entirely your own, and I now have over 600 awesome people that are subscribed to my newsletter and read it every single time that I put one out. And the thing is about email subscribers is that they're the most warmed up section of your audience, which means if you launch a product or promote a service in your newsletter, then that audience are the most likely people to take action and buy it. By the way, you can sign up to my newsletter down in the description, but as soon as you sign up, you'll receive a link to all my free YouTube resources that I've been putting together over the past year, just as a little thank you. So lesson number 20 is to build an email newsletter as early as possible. Lesson 21. Have you ever lost an evening to gaming or doom scrolling and woken up the next day feeling like you've not achieved anything? Well, I used to be in this routine pretty much every single day of my life up until I started my YouTube channel and started building a business. So what I basically decided to do was quit mindless scrolling. I quit watching football games, and I also quit gaming at the same time too. And since then, I've been able to do things that I never even thought I'd be able to do. So lesson number 21 is to quit all your bad habits and replace them with building something of your own. Lesson 22. When you juggle multiple platforms at once, nothing actually gets the attention that it needs. And I used to have my own Twitter or X account, and about 4 months into it, I was running my own agency and posting every single day to attract potential clients. But the thing is, my YouTube channel stalled and was lacking any clear direction. So in February 2024, I decided to come off Twitter entirely and focus solely on YouTube. And since then, my channel has been growing and I've been able to quit my 9 to 5. So lesson number 22 is to focus on one platform and only one platform at first. Lesson 23. Now, I've said that lighting is everything, but stats show that viewers can sit for longer throughout a video with poor quality video than they can with a video with poor quality audio. So lesson 23 is to invest into a microphone before you invest into your lighting. Lesson 24. Writing is the most powerful skill that you can learn, and I was never someone who was into writing until I came across YouTube. Even then, it was a struggle to get into it. But the thing is, writing isn't easy, but when you do master it, it starts to impact every single area of your life. It improves your confidence, it improves your conversations with other people, and it improves the way that you can sell to potential clients in terms of business. But one of the best things that I've learned from writing scripts is to never give away the tips or the lessons in your videos too early. When you give away your lessons or your tips too soon, then viewers get what they've come for and have no real reason to stick around and watch the rest of your video. So lesson 24 is don't give away the lessons or the tips in your videos too soon. Use the problem, amplify, solution framework in every single section of your video. Lesson 25. After studying YouTube for over 2 years, I've realised that most top creators or top educational YouTubers use the exact same script structure for every single one of their videos. And once I copied this same structure and made it my own, it made writing videos much easier. So lesson number 25 is don't overthink the structure of your video. Just keep it to the following: hook, amplify, context, credibility, setup, lessons, mid-CTA, big final lesson, and end CTA. Lesson 26. I used to dream about the latest gadgets, thinking that they'd magically speed up my process. But then I realised that tools that actually save time are way more valuable. Things like AI thumbnail generators, more on that later, templates, sound effects subscriptions, music subscriptions, courses and coaching. These are all things that have saved me time and helped to cut down hours, if not months and years, of my YouTube journey. So lesson number 26 is to buy time, not luxury. Lesson 27. I used to get caught up in the question, am I qualified enough to be teaching this thing on YouTube? But then I realised that you only need to be at least 2 steps ahead of someone to actually help them out. So I'd learn a new skill, lesson or tactic or new framework or something like that, and then I'd apply it for about a week or 2, and then I'd film a video about that new thing I'd learned and the results that I got from it. The thing is, no one knew that I just learned that skill or that lesson, but because I had learned it and the people that were watching the video hadn't learned about it, it meant that I could position myself as kind of like an authority figure in that skill itself, because I'd actually applied it to my life and got some results through it. So lesson number 27 is that the key to YouTube is to learn about something, apply it, and then film a video about it. It's that simple. Lesson 28. Running a web design agency is one of the things that's helped me to learn about marketing funnels and how to actually optimize them for revenue. So a simple funnel now is to basically do like a call to action in my video, get people to click on the link in my description, which then takes people to a landing page where they can fill out their email and name, and then that adds them to my newsletter. And in every single newsletter, I'll basically do like a little PS thing at the bottom where people can take action and book a call with me. It's just a simple funnel that anyone can use really. Go ahead and use it and let me know how it goes for you. So lesson 28 is to build a funnel that gets your viewers to take action. Lesson 29. Imagine you click on a promising video that you think is going to help you with the problem that you're having, but then once you click on it, you open it to find a guy sat there, slouched in his chair, maybe with super creased clothing, not really presenting well to camera, maybe acting as though he's just missed out on winning the biggest lottery money that he could have ever won in his entire life. You're probably gonna click away, right? Well, something you need to be aware of is that your viewers are judging you. Like the first second that they open the video, they're going to be thinking, what's this guy wearing? How's this person presenting themselves on camera? What kind of tone of voice are they using? Is it welcoming and friendly? Or is it a bit boring and stale? The thing is, those opening few seconds of your video, and actually your entire video, are so crucial because viewers are going to be thinking, is this person worth listening to? So lesson 29 is appearance matters. Lesson 30. Worrying about what other people think steals your mental energy that you could instead be using to make a YouTube video or build your business. The thing is, the people that you're worrying about the opinion of are probably not even thinking about you anyway. Some of history's greatest inventors, so Bell, Edison, the Wright brothers, faced opposition before changing the world. So lesson 30 is don't worry about what other people think. One day they'll be the ones thanking you for what you've achieved. Lesson 31. YouTube can sometimes feel like you're walking on a treadmill. Lots of effort, but with hardly any forward motion. You might see the odd breakout video here and there, but to be honest, most of the time, you barely see your stats move. The thing is, it can be so easy to get caught up in this mindset and think, I'm not really getting anywhere. But once you look back at where you started compared to where you are now, you realise that you can achieve a lot in such a short space of time. So lesson number 31 is to improve 1 to 10% with every single video that you make, because in 1 or even 2 years, you'll see a massive difference. Lesson 32. Everyone's playing the same YouTube game, so how do you actually win? Copying what works is a great tactic to get started, but eventually that's just gonna leave you blending in. When I first started on YouTube, I had a job where I'd work from home, so it meant a little bit less traveling than the regular person in the 9 to 5, which meant I had a little bit more time. than the regular person in the 9 to 5. So I realized that time was kind of the superpower that I had that helped me to grow on YouTube faster than most people. But the thing is, you might have your own unique thing that you can use to grow on YouTube faster. Maybe that's a magnetic personality. Maybe that's knowing how to build a community. Maybe that's having connections with people that not the average person has connections with. So lesson 32 is to find your unfair advantage and double down on it. Lesson 33. If you never reply, the thing is, your viewers will think you just don't care. And when viewers feel ignored, they don't stick around and enjoy your stuff. So lesson 33 is to reply to every single comment at first. Lesson 34. If you've been on YouTube a while, then you've probably heard the word retention. This word has been diminished to literally just the style of editing of a video. The thing is, more often than not, the way that you keep viewers watching all comes down to your script. For example, I watched a video the other day about a robotic chess master that was made in the 1700s. Don't ask me why. I'm not into that sort of thing, but the intro set up the video by saying the way the machine was operated was kept a secret for over a century, and the rest of the video was just around how the chess master came to be and a few rumours and controversial things around it too. But the thing is, this video kept me watching because 1, it had a big secret that it was keeping until the end, but number 2, I was learning new pieces of interesting information throughout the video as well, and this video got over 6 million views in 6 months. So lesson 34 is to try holding a key piece of information up until the very end of your video and see how it impacts your retention. Lesson 35. If no one clicks, then no one watches, and that's exactly why you should be spending way more time on your packaging than you actually think you need. So this is the idea, your thumbnail, the title of your video. It's the very first thing that every single person is going to see when they come across your video, and I've noticed on way too many occasions that a simple change of the title can actually double the amount of views my video gets. So lesson number 35 is don't upload your video until you have solid packaging. Lesson 36. I can't count the amount of times that while recording, a light or my camera has just shut off because it's ran out of battery. So lesson 36, and it's a simple one but an important one, is to make sure that your batteries are fully charged before filming. Lesson 37. Take a look at this setup and see if you can see anything wrong with it. Now, one of the very first things I had to deal with when it came to recording myself was seeing whether I was actually in frame or not. And at first I'd use a mirror, then I moved on to using QuickTime Movie Player, and now I'm using EOS Digital because I've got a Canon camera. But all this helps me to do is to see whether the camera is still recording and that I'm still in the center of the frame. So lesson 37 is have a way to see yourself in frame whilst you're recording. Lesson 38. If you live with family, or maybe you live with roommates, it might be quite annoying if they start blasting out their TV while you're recording a video, or they walk into your room and ruin the entire shot. So one thing that's helped me is to basically put together a filming schedule so that me and my wife know that when I'm filming, try to keep interruptions as minimal as possible. So lesson 38 is agree on a filming schedule with anyone that you live with. Lesson 39. One thing you'll realise is that YouTube views don't actually pay the bills. So what does? Well, one of the main ways that I've been able to generate income is by offering services to people. So teaching what you know on YouTube helps to establish you as an authority in your niche, but selling services on what you know and what you can implement for other people is what helps to generate revenue. When I first started my business, I wasn't an expert in the thing that I was selling. I was just 2 steps ahead of the client that I was selling the service to. They just basically paid me to do in days what would take them weeks, months, or even years to do themselves. And the thing is, as I delivered the service, I'd be learning new things too, which put me even more steps ahead of future clients. So lesson 39 is to start a business and deliver coaching or a service to people around the thing that you're teaching people about on your channel. Lesson 40. Mastering YouTube means you have to learn how to get good at mastering like 1,000 different things. And if you try to do everything yourself, it'll take forever and most likely burn you out. So here's 2 shortcuts. Number 1, you can pay someone who's already ahead. You can book a call with me down in the description below if you want to fast track your growth on YouTube. But number 2 is that you can get AI to do the hard work for you. Over the past 2 months, I've actually been using one of the best AI thumbnail generators on the planet. And it's actually helped me to save saved spending like 5 hours in Photoshop creating my own thumbnails, and the funny thing is, it's actually done a better job of increasing my click-through rate too. So lesson 40 is to automate things as soon as possible, just like I did with this AI tool. And if you want to find out more about this tool and how to use it to create high quality thumbnail images in literally the click of a button, then you can check out this video right here.